And now, ladies and gentlemen, onward with our next session for India Digital Summit 2026. The next session promises to leave us thought provoked and certainly intrigued with what our future holds as far as our digital growth in India is concerned. Here to talk to us about Indian AI at scale, powering a million MSMEs, we have with us Mr. Dinesh Agarwal, founder and CEO, IndiaMART Intermesh Limited. With a round of applause, please join me in welcoming on stage Mr. Dinesh Agarwal. And conducting this chat, we have with us Mr. Vivek Bhargava, founder, consumr.ai. On the onset, gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity and thank you for taking the time off your schedule and joining us out here to share with us your thoughts and your insights about a rather pressing topic, talking about Indian AI at scale. We're looking forward to this conversation. I will leave the floor to the both of you.
Good afternoon, friends. This is considered the graveyard shift just after lunch. So I hope we entertain you and give you some insights that wakes all of you up and seize the opportunity and smell the coffee in AI for SMEs. So Dinesh, I think we would like to start off. I think SME in Joanna, India ka is a very unique animal. It's very difficult. I have tried building a business targeting SMEs. I crashed and burned very badly. It's an organization which is emotional. It is not completely rational or too rational. So I would love for you to give little context of SMEs in India. These are lakhs of people that are there, what experiences, and then we'll come to AI and technology. But I think understanding them, the insights you've gained about them, I think will be lovely for you to sort of share some insights about SMEs in India.
Yeah. So at IndiaMART, we work with millions of SMEs. Yes. Almost 8 million SMEs are listed on our platform as a supplier of something or the other. Now, first of all, the word MSME itself encompasses anybody from 50 lakh rupees to 500 crore. So, I think, first of all, you have to differentiate between a micro SME, the small SME and the medium sized SME. They are not the same. They are completely different. And 85% of them are micro SMEs. So this is IndiaMART deals, even within MSME, we deal with micro SMEs. Maybe little bit of a small, but mostly micro SMEs. And even at the GST data, you will see out of 1.5 crore GST data, almost 83% are proprietorship businesses. And those proprietorship businesses are typically micro size businesses. So one is to not just use the word MSME as in one single line, because each one of them are very different. Secondly, they come from very, very different industries. A lot of them are from manufacturing, a lot of them are from wholesale trading, retailing, service providers, contract manufacturers, that kind of thing. So that is also a dimension that you need to understand. Third, unlike the most of the business where it happens in the metros, 50% of MSMEs are outside of metros. More than 50% of the MSMEs are outside of them. So that is another dimension that you need to be language localized if you want to deal with MSMEs. Fourth is the diversity of the industries. Unlike in the very large companies, you will see this is FMCG, this is consumer durables, this is beverage, and this is media and entertainment. So typically you will banking and financial, telecom and technology. So I think we have only some 20, 30, 50 industries at the top level. But when you go to MSME, there are like 100,000 different categories, because somebody who deals into lanyards only does lanyards. Somebody who deals into sticker only does that. So I think for him, you just can't classify them into an FMCG or a consumer durable or and B2B business is probably 10 times more bigger than a final B2C. Just take an example of a shirt or a jacket that you are wearing. raw material like cotton or polyester got traded. Even polyester के पहले plastic दाना got traded. उससे पहले oil got traded, and then yarn got traded, then thread got traded, then cloth got traded, then so everybody added some value, and finally you buy a 500 rupees shirt or a 5,000 rupees jacket. But in that whole process, a B2B has happened probably 10 times bigger. It started probably from 100 rupees, then 100 got sold for 110, 110 got sold for 210, 210 got sold for like that. So when you see a large consumer, when you buy just one shirt, you buy a box of packaging with that, you buy printing with that, you buy plastic with that, you buy buttons with that. So effectively, a lot more goes into a B2B platform.
So I think from an opportunity of SMEs in India, so I'll share with you one story. Like I'd gone to US, we sell musical instruments as a family business. So the person who we were selling to was based in Florida. वो जो है packaging also he did it on his own. Google AdWords also he did it on his own. Event reply he did it on his own. Taking phone calls on his own. And it's like a mom and pop shop operation. Everything was done by him. So when I look at the SME in India, what happens is that in India, we don't have that philosophy. Even the smallest SME will have office peon, admin guy, etc. So if you go to the Google office, the CEO of Google, if you want to have coffee, he'll walk with you to the canteen and both of you will make coffee for each other and then we'll come together back. We can't ring a bell to get coffee, right? But an SME will ring a bell. So what happens is that digital marketing 90% is done by SMEs in US on their own. In India, they don't do it on their own, right? They outsource it to somebody, people like us, right? So now what happens is that whatever you are enabling is going to be the AI enablement of India, right? So would love to know some thoughts on what are the things that you're doing. This is enabling India to use AI because they can't use it on their own.
Thank you for saying that. It is a lot of responsibility that if millions of MSMEs have to use AI, probably IndiaMART is the way for them to use AI. Multiple ways at IndiaMART we help them. We will help them because it's only been a couple of years and it is accelerating every passing day. So let's say multiple line of thoughts on there also. According to some studies, 80-90% of the MSME data is unstructured data. They would have raw invoices, they would have raw photos, they would not have polished catalogs, they would have some. So effectively, their PDF, their catalog, their photo, all of that is unstructured data. In fact, their lead management system, some of them would be using it in Excel, some of them are still using in registers, some of them are using in email, some of them are using WhatsApp as a lead management tool. So I guess there's a lot of unstructured data that goes on. Even their customer database is scattered. ये वाली लीड वहां से आई थी, ये वो तो पिछले साल की थी, वो उधर रखी है. So they typically have all of these unstructured data lying at different places. One, for marketing, you need to create content, and AI will we will create tools and so that they can submit their raw data into some kind of a bucket, and properly beautiful productized data, digitized data can come out of that. Secondly, since we end up generating a lot of their leads, whether they have their customer data intact or not, we have their customer data properly curated and filed for them. So they can come back to IndiaMART and use anytime if they want to remarket their data. Now, third is the language, because a lot of these SMEs are also doing work across the country. and they feel that they can't expand into South India, or South India can't expand into North India because of the language barriers. I have faced this multiple times. Now a lot of language barrier is gone. One, if you even if you send a different language paper, it is as easy as just putting your phone and asking in your own language. Second, I think uh, translation is easily possible even in voice and other things. Third, I think when MSMEs come to IndiaMART like platform, while they understand their category well, they are the best to know. Very few people take the pain to actually describe their category well. So category management, as I said, becomes a huge job. In and imagine a technology company like IndiaMart trying to do uh, इसके ढक्कन का क्या टेक्नोलॉजी है, इसके लेबल का क्या टेक्नोलॉजी है, लैनियार्ड का क्या टेक्नोलॉजी है, and trying to define specs for every little item, or trying to define model products for every little item, trying to define इसमें क्या चीज़ इंपॉर्टेंट है, इसमें फोटो इंपॉर्टेंट है, इसमें प्राइस इंपॉर्टेंट है, इसमें स्पेसिफिकेशन इंपॉर्टेंट है, इसमें आई थिंक वी हैव स्ट्रगल्ड through manual ways. We have reached here, we are now a 1600 crore rupees company, but I think we still feel that there is a lot can be done with the help of AI. So I think with AIs, we will be able to deploy that word knowledge and the Indian knowledge that is written in books, written in journals, written in all the other websites, to combine and put that uh, for the use of SMEs. Third is nowadays you are seeing a lot of voice AI in. So I think until last year chatbots were the talk of the town. This year voice bot is the talk of the town. Maybe next year video bot. So I think from chatbot to voice bot to video bot. I mean, imagine an SME will not be able to create it, and he will not be able to even get a IT company or a IT service provider to be able to create for him. So can we, since we have all his data, all his content, all his customers, all his inquiry, can we give him a ready-made chatbot that he can, his buyer-facing chatbot? Can we give him his buyer-facing voice bot to them? So those are the things, because we have to deploy them at a scale. Many a times we feel that average or above average is better than the best. Why? Because when you try to get the best, you leave out a lot of SMEs. So we try to be a minimum common denominator solution that can fit into multiple sizes. Otherwise, for every industry, if you want to become a vertical, then it becomes very difficult to scale. Verticals don't scale, and horizontals don't have depth. Now with the AI, I guess this is a big advantage for the horizontals, that horizontals can go deeper because of the AI knowledge, like vertical, and they will have also have the scale.
So one thing I wanted to ask you was, like, a lot of people in this room either are agencies, they're content creators, they are platform providers, they are AI tool companies, etc. And none of us can ever work with SMEs directly. It has to be done through some kind of partnership, where something that, let's say, a company like ourselves for $20,000 a month, $10,000 a month to enterprises, maybe has to be licensed for 1,000 rupees a month, but give it to a lakh of people, right? So as long as that model works out, what is the best way for us to work with you as IndiaMART? Because I think at some level, all of us want to empower the million SMEs or more, but we don't have the wherewithal to provide any service to them or billing to them or reach out to them and sell to them.
Yeah, I mean, that is how Word App Store was born. Uh, App Store or Play Store is same. You people could not have created that kind of a distribution on their own. And many other companies have also created App Store, like Shopify has created some App Store where uh, you can build a solution on top of Shopify or integrate with Shopify, and somebody can come and buy. However, even within them, I've seen that the top three, top five apps that cover 80% of the business are Shopify own apps. Same with Google. If you go to Google Play Store, the top 10 apps are their own apps. Somehow that has been the case. So while we can create an app store, but self pickup of a SME remains a challenge because they want somebody to come and explain. They want somebody. So the way we handle this, instead of selling separate items that you will get a website, you will get a buy lead, you will get a lead CRM, we created a bundled subscription saying that you will get in silver bucket, you will get this. In gold bucket, you will get this. And, 60-70% of the SMEs probably end up using all of that because many people will use CRM but will not use buy lead. Many people will use the catalog but will not do the search engine. So we provide a bundled service with tiered bundled service. So if any of your products you think is good enough, then probably we will be the wholesale buyer of that and try to bundle it out at a very cheaper cost because selling it in SMEs, 80% of the cost is sales cost. So we can't increase the sales cost by pitching them a 1,000 rupee product. So anything less than 5,000 rupees doesn't make sense. So what we do is keep putting more and more stuff inside that 5,000 rupees product, inside that 10,000 rupees product, inside that 20,000 rupees product. And only that stuff which I believe at least 51% of the people will use.
But I think the biggest challenge also is now that whatever experience I've had is the only thing that SMEs value is leads and revenues. So anything which is insights, you said they'll not read anything or anything which is there anything other than sales that is also valued by any SMEs? You think?
सबसे पहले जब किसी ने भी कंप्यूटर खरीदा था the first thing that they did is install an accounting software. तो accounting software के लिए पैसे देते हैं वो लोग. फिर I guess as Google happened, as Just Dial happened, as IndiaMART happened, as Facebook happened, as Meta happened, Instagram happened, I think people pay for lead for sure. People also pay for sales to Amazon and Blinkit and Zomato and Make My Trip. So if you can sell them, they can give you 10, 20, 30% commission. Yes, you are right that SMEs so far have not bought software in bulk, but I've seen that is changing. Many of the companies are now buying people management solutions. So whether it is attendance management, you will see the finger scan or the face scan attendance being very common at every factory now, even the smaller factories. So people buy Salesforce management solutions. So typically many of these SMEs would have 10 salespeople, service people. So they are willing to buy some of that. So they are opening up now because earlier having a computer was like accountant ke paas hai. But now, given that full day they are using WhatsApp and YouTube and everything on their own, and lot nowadays anybody who is come out of the college and school is already well known to these things. He knows how to use a payment gateway. He knows how to use a HR system. This that. I think they are natively digital, and I guess we are talking about AI here. Maybe in 2 years down the line, AI would be the norm. Computer is the norm. When we started studying, अच्छा आप computer पढ़ रहे हो. But now computer is the norm. I mean, how can you do any padhai, any business, any job without computers? Similarly, now smartphone is the norm. I mean, the, आप चाट भी खाने गए तो वो बोलता है नंबर फोन नंबर दीजिए. I mean, they just assume that you have a phone number. So I guess AI would become a norm in times to come. It has taken time. I mean, we have started using AI for almost like 10 years now in different items. But now it is growing so rapidly. उसका समय आ गया है मतलब AI का.
So, what are the things that आप सोच रहे हो? Okay, these are the things that either you get from outside or you build in-house that can really transform some of these SMEs, right? Because one of the things you mentioned, I think, I'm also feeling that is that true that जो नई generation आ रही है, वो भी जो है at some level they are pushing the pedal for technology, for innovation, for AI, etc. And if you had launched something 5 years ago, maybe there'll be less adoption. But today now, the generation is willing to sort of invest. Because I've seen like SaaS 5 years ago, people were not investing in SaaS, even enterprises in India. Well, in the last 6 months, 1 year, I've seen that enterprises are investing $10,000 a month, 8-10 lakh रुपया महीने का SaaS में invest कर रहे हैं, and there are hundreds and thousands of companies doing it, which was not the case. These SMEs also going through that transition where the new generation is leading more investments into technology-related products of IndiaMART.
Yeah, I can tell you, I mean, last 1 year or so, 18 months, I might have met almost 100 customers by myself. I typically, one day of the week, I dedicate for customer meeting. And 2-3 meetings every week. So it's been almost like 18 months. And at least 20% of them had some or the other digital marketing person or agency कि मैंने उसको दे रखा है, वो मेरा ये मैनेज करता है, क्या कहते हैं. None of them said, यार इंडिया मार्ट में ये प्रोडक्ट कैसे ऐड होता है. मतलब कैसे, हाँ इसमें क्या खास बात है, ऐड हो ही जाता है. मतलब nobody complained about. So I think they natively know how to post products, how to put information, which was not the case. Earlier people said, yeah, हम हाथ ही नहीं लगाएंगे, डर लग रहा है. I guess not having a Facebook, Instagram presence, not having a Google local presence, not having an IndiaMART presence is a complete no-no for most. I mean, people are using some or the other software. I can tell you, Vyapar as a accounting software business again, initial 100,000 customer all came by product-led growth, and that is 2019-20. So, a lot of pickup on the technology side is happening. The newer generation is more native to those, and they are now coming into the businesses. They are now going into the. So I guess the whole generation that passed high school on the smartphone के बाद वाली जितनी भी है 2013-14 के बाद वाली, जिनके पास हाई स्कूल के बाद से जिन्होंने देखा है, they all know how to use. और आजकल तो बच्चे और भी बहुत 5, 6, 7, 8 साल के एज से यूज कर रहे होते हैं घर में.
एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन पूछता हूँ दिनेश जी, उसके बाद में we'll open it to the floor. What is the future for IndiaMART? where do you say the biggest opportunities are, and how is AI sort of influencing the future?
तो इंडिया मार्ट का अवतार चाहिए आप लोगों को. People don't want to interact with IndiaMART by searching, viewing. वो उनको टॉकिंग अवतार चाहिए, मतलब जिस IndiaMART से बात कर सके. जैसे आप दुकानदार से बात करते हो वैसे आप IndiaMART से बात कर सको. तो the sourcing can become lot more easier, lot more consultative. Secondly, lot of these consultation currently don't happen in the SME business. They go with the reference. भाई तुमने कैसे किया, तुमने कैसे किया. They don't deploy consulting. Now, I guess we have a lot of opportunity to deploy the consulting into the. We may not make money, but we can deploy a lot of consulting power with Talk to IndiaMART. Another thing is this particular interface, the computer screen interface, which was there for almost 1991 से लेकर के अभी तक चल रहा था. And this particular interface, इसको भी हो गए 15 साल करीब. I guess maybe AI is not the AI will create a new interface. Maybe the one that you are wearing, the glasses. So I guess a newer interface is probably going to emerge, which is even more inclusive than what it is. So I guess with the network effect that we have been created, now with the AI, we have the knowledge of all the industries. Now with the AI, we have knowledge of every language. We can speak in every language. We can apply in any language. We can talk to any customer about any industry. I think the future holds pretty big, and also to empower our customers to be able to talk to their customers in any language. Empower our customers to be able to deploy AI for their use cases. I think IndiaMART opportunity side पे तो कोई कमी नहीं दिखती मुझे.
No, I think Dinesh, in a way, when I started talking to you, I realized that in a way, the enterprises जो हैं, they will implement AI through people like us, consultants, etc. But the rest of India, if they want to get a competitive edge, in a way, the government has to empower IndiaMART kind of organizations to ensure that the competitive advantage that India wants long term from AI actually becomes a reality, right? So on this note, we have time for a few questions. Anybody who wants to ask a question, please raise your hands. Any questions from anybody? Okay, so after one session, questions come होते हैं. Yeah, so I think then I wanted to ask you that अभी जो है, let's say, people in this room, what do you think we can do? Because all of us are interested in this SME opportunity, but we don't know what to do in order to see that how this can be a commercial opportunity for us. Do you have any thoughts? Can you come across some products and tools where,
as I said about Khata Book, Vyapar, these were product led guys. Similarly, nowadays, if you see microdrama companies, they are again selling 50 rupee, 100 rupee subscription also, and one time also. So I guess with the mobile app, if you have something useful for them and something which is of 100 rupee value or 1000 rupee value के अंदर, I think there is opportunity if somebody can figure out at scale. The only problem that happens in this is that if you figure out something at scale, most probably that particular use case, a large tech company will make it free. Well, that is the biggest threat today. That what if my business is disrupted by ChatGPT or Google tomorrow? Because I mean, as you see, now you can do JEE preparation on Google for free. Gemini पे जाके आप उसको बोलो मुझे Gemini JEE का टेस्ट प्रिपरेशन करना है. It will give you a paper So all the test prep centers that are there, half of their business is gone. So the problem is when you find such use case, how to protect that use case, and protecting that use case is becomes a very difficult task, because if you are just selling software, uh, probably for a person like IndiaMART, or it could become a feature tomorrow, which is bundled in 3,000 rupees.
At this one time that most of the SMEs that you work with obviously are into manufacturing, into trading, into physical products. You think there is an opportunity of creating a marketplace which is exactly like IndiaMART, but for software, education, learning, and all the digital AI platforms and products?
Yeah, sir. बहुत जरूरत है.
जरूरत है.
बहुत जरूरत है.
आपने नहीं सोचा है करने के लिए?
मेरे पास अपना ही काम बहुत है.
बहुत है.
मतलब मेरा अपना ही काम खत्म नहीं होता. 12 ही घंटे हैं दिन में.
12 ही घंटे हैं. ठीक है. So I think maybe there are opportunity for somebody in this room to create a soft mart, right?
Services marketplace.
Or actually can be AI product marketplace more than services.
Digital marketplace.
Digital marketplace. Awesome. I see a hand go up. So if somebody can pass on a mic to that person.
Hello, sir. Hello, everyone. So we are that kind of marketplace for softwares. So we do have partnership with Google, Microsoft.
आपकी आवाज क्लियर नहीं आ रही है, काफी एको हो रहा है. जरा एको कम
Come
करें.
in the front and just
Hello,
आगे
hello.
आगे बोल दो.
सर आपने मेंशन किया कि
एको कम कर दो. एको.
सर आप हेलो
Yeah.
सर आपने मेंशन किया कि सॉफ्टवेयर मार्केटप्लेस भी एक पॉसिबिलिटी हो सकती है इंडस्ट्री में. सो हम वो बिल्ड कर रहे हैं क्योंकि हमने ये देखा है कि लोगों को फ्लिपकार्ट, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट या इंडिया मार्ट की तरह एक प्लेटफॉर्म चाहिए टू सेल द सर्विसेज. अगर हम बात करें सॉफ्टवेयर्स की, यहाँ पे मुझे लगता है 10 से 12% ऐसे लोग होंगे जो AI एजेंट बना रहे हैं या फिर सॉफ्टवेयर बना रहे हैं, पर उनके पास एक प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है where they can sell the services. They cannot go like hey, do you want to purchase in especially B2B. So we are building that you can say ecosystem. We are very early stage. So I just want to mention that.
Very good. What is the name of the platform?
Ease Expense.
Ease Expense.
Yes.
Okay. Ease Expense is the platform name. Thank you.
Good. I think you can definitely meet Dinesh ji. I was fortunate enough to get funded by Dinesh ji also for my
No, we have been knowing each other for long now.
So that was great. I think time's up. But yeah, we have one question. We'll just take one last question and that's it.
अनिल जी, आप जैसे इंडिया मार्ट के पोर्टफोलियो को अगर एनालाइज करते हैं तो उसमें HR टेक, अकाउंटिंग सॉफ्टवेयर, ओके, जैसे वीजी का एक्विजिशन हुआ है, जीबीयू में
सुनाई नहीं दे रहा है. सुनाई नहीं दे रहा.
Then, yeah,
आप
No,
माइक
the
एकदम
problem is not
मुंह के
that.
पास रखो.
if you just come in the front and just ask us without the mic, वो echo हो रहा है ना, we are not able to hear what you say. We'll repeat the question then.
But टेलीफोनी तो डेड हो गई ना अभी. टेलीफोनी हैज बिकम ऑल AI वॉइस AI. पता नहीं लगेगी कि नहीं लगेगी टेलीफोन. मुझे मेरी प्रेडिक्शन है कि आउटबाउंड कॉलिंग इस साल के एंड तक कर्ज हो जाएगा. इतने सारे वॉइस एजेंट बन चुके होंगे कि इस साल के एंड तक कोई भी फोन उठाना बंद कर देगा. तो फोन का मतलब नाम फोन रह जाएगा. कोई फोन पे बात नहीं करेगा, सिर्फ अपने जानकार लोगों से बात करेगा. क्योंकि अदरवाइज तो फोन तो दिन भर बजता ही रहेगा. जैसे SMS आता रहता है, तो फोन तो टेलीफोनी का तो
Good. I also agree.
कुछ बहुत गड़बड़ होने वाला है.
चलिए. Thanks a lot. Please, would love to just give a applause and a vote of thanks to Dinesh ji.
Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us for that brilliant fireside chat. If I could request the both of you to kindly step to the forefront of the stage for a quick photo opportunity. I want to take this moment once again and thank you for being a part of India Digital Summit 2026 and sharing with us your thoughts and your perspectives, talking about AI and our way forward digitally. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together. Let's give a loud round of applause to Mr. Dinesh Agarwal and Mr. Vivek Bhargava. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us this afternoon.